from 299 Queen Street West. You're watching Toronto's Breaking News, CP24, but we are live at Jurassic Park right now. Game 6, Raptors versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Only a few seconds left in the fourth quarter. History could be made tonight, where for the first time ever, the Raptors could advance to the NBA Finals. I'm here in studio with Tarek Spade from North Pole Hoops. Let's talk about what this means in terms of the history of this franchise and this city.
Canadian basketball history, you know, what it means for the game, as far as you got people from all across the country, whether they're in a bar, whether they're in, in a gym, whether they're here at CP24, just excited about the direction that the game is headed. And right now, we're about to close this thing out with less than 30 seconds.
We are about to close this out and make history, which means if the Raptors are successful, they will go on to face in the NBA Finals the Dubs, as they're known, the Golden State Warriors, who have won 3 of the last 4 NBA championships. Just before 11 o'clock, I shared this statistic here as we had 8 seconds left in the game. Tarek, you and I have chatted about this. It was a few days ago, 25 years ago, May 22nd, 1994, Toronto's NBA expansion team announced that they chose the name the Raptors. You know, I always joke that I would not want to be the Pelicans or the Jazz. Raptors are fierce, right?
A name that we can take pride in.
Yeah, it's a name we can take pride in, and this is certainly a team that this city takes pride in. And you know what, and I'm sure you've heard this doing what you do at North Pole Hoops. Many people comment on how there is nothing quite like Jurassic Park. Even the Philadelphia 76ers, Ben Simmons, asked one of our reporters, you have Jurassic Park, like with dinosaurs and stuff? I think he thought it was a theme park that we have. But these are the fans. And as our native son, Drake, said a few nights back, it's all respect, it's all love. We have the best fans in the world. We got 7.9 seconds left here in this game. Toronto 97, Milwaukee 94. Final thoughts, or potential final thoughts here in the last few seconds of the game, Tarek?
Bring on Golden State.
That's the goal. What do you make of this team tonight in terms of their performance? So take us back through the first 3 quarters.
I mean, it was a swing of leads on a couple different occasions. Twice they found themselves down double digits, and to have the toughness to be able to close it out. Different guys stepped up, as we talked about with the bench. You're starting to see that trend. You're starting to see a consistency with the bench support, and it's just an amazing sign going into the NBA Finals for the first time ever.
Yes, I want to share some comments from earlier tonight. The Bucks head coach, Mike Budenholzer, there we go, he said tonight, we just got to do whatever it takes to win. Before the game tonight, Raptors coach Nick Nurse said, your team's temperament flows to your best players. I think Kawhi is the most even-keeled I've ever seen. Do you think he's the most even-keeled you've ever seen tonight?
Yeah, I would agree. And if you look at guys like Michael Jordan, guys like Kobe Bryant, they knew how to be in the zone consistently. But the difference with Kawhi is the lack of emotion that he shows. You see Kobe, you see Jordan, they have a little bit more fire. The only emotion that we've seen from Kawhi was after he hit that unbelievable game winner.
The shot.
The shot. I mean, it's just something special to see a guy never too high, never too low, right in the middle where all the magic happens.
You know what, in the first news conference with reporters after the shot, I asked Kawhi if he had a sense of the ripple effect across North America because of the shot, and he didn't, because he doesn't pay attention to that stuff. We're taking you back to Jurassic Park now. 7.9 seconds left. Toronto leads by 3. Lena Latifat. I mean, what is the scene there now?
Well, Christina, I don't think anyone is breathing in the square tonight. The energy is something else. The Raptors are leading 97-94 against the Bucks. We are just seconds away from making history. And I heard one fan say the night is just beginning. He doesn't think anyone is going to slip tonight if the Raptors win. Let's chat with some of these fans. I see you guys. I mean, look at these expressions. I love this. What are you feeling?
I feel amazing right now. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. Like, I just can't.
Can you believe we're here? Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe this. Like, to this day, since me being a Raptors fan, since I was born, it's crazy. I mean,
how long have you been a Raptors fan?
Since I was 3 years old, back in 2004. It's crazy. I'm in disbelief. I was here like every game. I mean, it's crazy that we're here in the finals, about to get home court advantage. It's the best feeling ever for me. I can't believe this.
How's your heart heart. How you doing?
Not great. I'm feeling good, hopeful, just obviously nervous because I don't want to jinx it because it's so close to something that's never happened ever, so
Let's talk about this game, okay? A slow start for the Raptors. The first quarter, a little rough. The second quarter, okay. The third quarter, that's when the Raptors really began to pick things up. Did you think at any point we may not have this? Were you nervous?
I'd like to always stay positive, but I was a bit nervous when our two main centers, Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka, both picked up 3 quick fouls in the first half, which is always scary when your two best big men are going down and have to sit out because of foul trouble. But Kawhi gave a spectacular performance in the third quarter and really put the team on his back. And
Kawhi's the man, yeah.
Okay, I want to talk to you about Kawhi Leonard because, you know, when DeMar DeRozan was traded, there were mixed feelings, right? A lot of Toronto fans were hurt. They were unsure of what Kawhi would mean for Toronto, and here we are tonight talking about Leonard being a superstar. What does he mean for the Toronto Raptors?
Oh, he's been amazing. I mean, we're begging him to say so much. We're doing so much that we can do. We're building up condos. We're giving him free food for a year. I mean, he wants to experience Cabana. He wants to do whatever he wants in the city. I mean, he won't, if he goes to the States, he won't be getting what he's getting right here in the States.
What is your message to Kawhi Leonard to convince him to stay?
We love you. This whole nation loves you. It's for us as an entire country. Like, we are behind you 100%, and we've got your back. Like, we love you. We want you back.
It's incredible to see that, you know, fans all over the country are watching tonight, and they're standing behind the Raptors. You guys mentioned you're from Montreal. What are people in Montreal saying, fans that you know?
I've been texting my friends all night, and they're all freaking out. I think they're a little jealous that I'm here.
Right here.
But it's crazy to see how much the sport has grown. I grew up playing basketball, and obviously it was big, but it's never been on the national level that it's currently at, which is beautiful to see.
I can feel my heart pounding, but I'm going to ask you guys this, okay? We've got 7 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The Raptors leading by 3 points. Can you describe how you're feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm a bit emotional after the 7 seconds come through. I may cry, I may not, but I'm going to be in disbelief.
Can we get that live on TV?
I don't know.
How are you feeling? 7 seconds left to go.
Good. I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now because they're reviewing a call. They might change. I think they're going to keep it the same way. Raptors ball, hopefully. Because that'll depend how my heart feels, depending on who's possession of the ball.
And before we let you go, we'll ask you, how are you feeling with the Raptors leading 1 step closer to making history?
I'm really excited. I'm super excited to be able to see them in the finals. It'll be something no one has ever seen before. And, I mean, it was a rough game.
Look at that. Look at how these fans are reacting. Look at this fan right here, Christina, watching so closely. Such a surreal moment for Toronto fans. We'll send it back to you.
Okay, here we go. Seconds left. This may be the longest 7 seconds I've ever sat through. I'm here at Tarek Spade with North Pole Hoops. Okay, so we know the Bucks are just as hungry. The last time they won an NBA championship, it was 1971. It was a 4-0 sweep versus the Baltimore Bullets. They have been in the NBA finals more recently. Getting so tongue-tied here tonight. 1974, they lost to the Boston Celtics in the finals, and that's perhaps their most recent visit to the NBA finals. The Raptors have never been there. Mind you, we're a young team, only 24, 25 years old here. Many of us remember the Raptors becoming a team in this city. Here we go. We got Salty P, is that right there on the line?
Spicy.
Spicy. I salted the spice.
You can be salty tonight. You can be salty tonight.
I salted the spice in Spicy P. So we have 7 seconds left here. Toronto leads 98-94. A win at home has got to be the best feeling. You know, we've talked about this over the last few days. They say the series doesn't really start until the road team wins. We saw that with the Raptors. Give us some thoughts here. We have right now, going to update this. Here we go. This is it. 4 seconds left. Tarek, some thoughts here. Give us your final thoughts.
Toronto, Canada, is on the global map at the highest level of basketball. Have earned their respect, led by Kawhi, and the support from the bench has been encouraging as we're on the road to our first ever NBA championship. But this is an opportunity to enjoy it.
You know what? And someone like Kawhi Leonard, who has stuck with this team, has been waiting for this moment. In 4 seconds' time, I'm hoping I can say that the Raptors become the 21st team in NBA playoff history who have overcome an 0-2 start to win a best-of-7 series.
Unbelievable.
And Kawhi could perhaps seal the deal tonight. Drake, Toronto's very own, he's the global ambassador for the Raptors, courtside, is pumped.
He's definitely done his job in this series.
Here we go. What do you make of this man here, Kawhi Leonard? MVP of the league, definitely of the playoffs, and he's going to be the best player going into the NBA Finals. So it'll be interesting to see who he defends, if he put him on Steph Curry or otherwise. Is he the best Raptor there ever was?
Easily, no question about it.
So you, well,
as soon as he stepped in before he played a game, he was the best Raptor.
Really? Even when you consider Vince Carter? I mean, you could say that after this series, for sure.
The reason that, and I said that when the trade happened, just as far as accolades, winning, having an MVP, having a champion, bringing that pedigree, bringing that experience to a team that hasn't had it.
You know, Kyle Lowry's been waiting a long time to even get close to this moment. Kawhi Leonard has had this feeling before, winning an NBA championship with the San Antonio Spurs. But what a feeling to bring it to a team. To bring this to the team, Eastern Conference champions, to a team that has never competed in the finals, the only Canadian team in the NBA. I mean, many of us were watching when there were still the Vancouver Grizzlies. This is an iconic moment, a special moment in Toronto sports history. What will this mean for the history of sports in this city, Tarek?
I mean, Canadian basketball, it's like there's an industry growing right now, and this, what's happening with the Raptors, is fast-forwarding. You know, even on the national team level, this is the NBA Finals we're talking about. So, I mean, what it does for the game, what it does for the industry.
Okay, I need to cut you off. We got to go to Lena. We have 2 seconds left, and we're going to send it to CP24's Lena Latifat. It looks like the Raptors are on their way for the first time ever to the NBA Finals.
So many words. How many synonyms do you want? I can bust out the dictionary. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My girlfriend really. Yeah.
What is running through your mind? The Raptors did it. We've been talking about this all night, and that moment is here. Was this everything you imagined it would be?
No, I mean, it was impossible at first, but nothing. As you can see, nothing possible. It's crazy that we're here live. It's unbelievable. Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable! How are you feeling as you take this moment in? Take a look at all this confetti, the fans with their phones out, the signs, the Raptors gear, the cheers. Describe this moment if you can.
It's indescribable, honestly. Like, it's so worth it. Like, everything we waited. We were here at 3 p.m. and we waited all day in line, pouring rain. It was so worth it. Amazing.
You guys came all the way from Montreal.
Worth the drive? I think so. I think it's worth the drive. Yep. I think so, yeah. We'll come back in a few days for the finals.
You'll come back for the final.
Yeah, I guess so.
How do you think the city will be celebrating tonight? I mean, how do you celebrate something like this?
I mean, like, you can see everyone here. I mean, like, we are just on fire. We're so excited. There's nothing better than this. The whole city, the whole country, and we're all just so enthusiastic. We're just thrilled to be able to see something that's never been seen before, which is the Toronto Raptors in the finals!
look at this. You won a championship, the conference champions, about to be NBA final champions. 2 words.
Winning culture. Winning culture here in Toronto. Let's do it.
What do you think it is, if we could even try to break it down? What do you think got us this far?
I mean, it was hard work, dedication. I mean, we didn't give up. We fought for this, and we deserve every single bit of it.
Tenacity, heart. I mean, look at our team. We have the leader in points and plus minus. We have the leader taking charges. He's diving everywhere to save the ball. That's Kyle Lowry I'm talking about, of course. We got people who step up on our team. Norman Powell doesn't play a lot during the season, doesn't play in the other 2 series, comes out firing.
Everybody came out, right? That's what was so incredible to see. You know, this has been an intense series. To think that the Raptors were down 2-0 against the Bucks at one point. Everyone said this to Nick Nurse. You know, the chances of the Raptors turning this around were very, very low. In fact, I think the stat was 94% of teams that are down 2-0 lose the series. Yet the Raptors, they overcame every obstacle that came their way. Describe what it was like as a Raptors fan, the journey to watch them through their highs and their lows.
We came back, we won 4 in a row against the best of the best, and we earned it. Like, we earned this. Like, we still have a journey ahead of us, but the championships are in our grasp, and we have a very good chance.
Numbers aren't everything. You can't quantify heart. You can't quantify a team like this Toronto Raptors team. You cannot.
And you know, you've been watching with all of these incredible fans tonight. You're here, you lined up nice and early. It was incredible to see the lineup just to get inside Jurassic Park.
We waited all day. We saw you earlier today, maybe 10 hours ago. I saw you in line. So
10 hours ago, that's right. How would you describe Toronto Raptors fans?
Loud. Loud and excited, and I mean, rightfully so. Look at this place, and look at this team. We have everything right now. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We're dedicated. We're not going to give up on our team. We stand behind them. We're with them, and no matter what happens, I'm always going to be a Raptors fan.
Did you kind of feel like some people began to, write off the Raptors? Did you kind of feel like we were the underdogs?
I do. I mean, we're the only Canadian team in a league of, 32 teams? So that's 31 American teams versus 1 Canadian team. Why wouldn't we be written off? And we're playing the best team in the league with probably this year's MVP, so it makes sense. But like I said, numbers aren't everything, and you can't quantify heart. And we just proved that tonight. They just proved that tonight, and I can't wait to see what happens in the finals.
As a Raptors fan, I'll leave you with this question. This moment, this night, this win, what does it all mean to you?
I'm never going to forget this moment. It's something I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life. I'm getting emotional talking about it. It was everything being here. I don't regret it for a second. The trip was 100% worth it. As a Montrealer, I'm with Toronto.
What does it mean to you?
It means 20 years of waiting has finally paid off. That's what being a fan is all about. I've loved this team for, like I said, 20 years. That's most of my life, a big portion of my life. And to be able to come here today with my friends and celebrate with thousands of other people is an amazing experience that I will never forget in my life.
Worth the wait, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time tonight. Christina, we leave you with a live look of fans in Jurassic Park exploding with joy. Many of them don't know how to describe this moment. They've been waiting for this, many of them, all their lives. This is it, the moment we've been talking about. The Raptors now moving on to the NBA Finals. They'll, of course, now be facing the Golden State Warriors. What a night, what a moment. So much to celebrate in downtown Toronto, and so much to celebrate for fans all across the country. We'll send it back to you.
Okay, CB20, they ended the first quarter on a 15-2 run. Milwaukee was up 31-18 after the first quarter. Then the Raptors started to chip into the Bucks' lead in the second quarter. Fred VanVleet, senior now, hit a three-pointer with just over a minute left in the half to make it a one-possession game. The Bucks closed out the half with a 4-0 run and held a 43-point lead at the half. Marc Gasol hadn't taken a shot all game until 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. The Bucks would then reestablish a 15-point lead. But Kawhi Leonard came to life. He led a late Raptors revival, and the Bucks' lead was back down to 76-71 heading into the final quarter. Pascal Siakam basket gave the Raptors their first lead since it was 6-3 in the first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard continued to carry the team to an 8-point lead. The Bucks would fight back to make it close once again, but clutch shooting was enough for the Raptors.
Hill, shot doesn't go. 24 seasons in
the final seconds counted down to history. The Raptors are off to their first ever NBA Finals. They win 194. Kawhi Leonard leads the way with 27 points. The Golden State Warriors await. As for that schedule, I promise, Game 1 goes on Thursday here in Toronto. And Mayor John Tory was spotted wearing his Raptors gear and was among the crowd in Jurassic Park watching the game.
Because I think it is so great that Toronto, unique in the NBA, turns out people, thousands of people who come out, and when they first came out it was pouring rain, and they want to support this team as I do, but I want to be with them too, so I'll go back inside and see some of the game too, but I want to be out here with them, with the real fans.
Mayor John Tory is so pumped. As for the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau is enjoying the game from home. He tweeted this picture of him and his son saying, Game 6, we the North. 11.
A critical moment in the fourth quarter, the Raptors tying the game, eliminating a deficit, and going on to win Game 6, punching their ticket to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history.
You know, I worked so hard to get to this point with the season I had last year. You know, just always betting on myself and knowing what you know, just knowing what I feel and, you know, what's right for me. And, you know, end up coming here with a great group of guys, a lot of talent. And I just, you know, strive with them every day.
It's been a long time to get here in my career, 13 years, 7 years here. I've ran to one guy for a while, and, you know, we were given an opportunity, he left, and we beat a really good team in Milwaukee. For me, you know, I'm savoring the moment, but, you know, I'm not satisfied. You know, our goal is to win the NBA championship, and, you know, we're just going to keep getting better and plugging away.
Again, the final score for Game 6, 194 for the Toronto Raptors. And the